It's words. I just saw the worst thing that you could ever see in your entire life. Like, this was like a car accident or like a parallel universe collided with our own in some... Why? I'm so scared. I'm cold. I ain't filming this. Forget y'all. No, not doing it. Nope. Fine. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. But you know what? Y'all owe me something. Something. I want shout outs or something from all y'all. Damn it. I just watched MC Hammer dissing Jay-Z. MC Hammer! A lot of y'all already know how I feel about Jay-Z. He's a good artist. Very good entertainer. I understand. A lot of y'all think he's like the greatest of all time. Okay, I can respect that too. But in his class of rapper, in his class of artist, I would not mess with him. Why are all these upstarts and all these people who are has-beens or up-and-comers or whatever you think you are, why are y'all coming at the crown? I mean, I understand in jail people will try to go after the biggest dog in the yard so they don't get messed with, but who's messing with you, Hammer? Hammer! This video that I watched, and I didn't even watch the whole thing. I don't want to even know if there's any more. MC Hammer started taking shots at Jay-Z, talking about how he sold his soul to the devil and how he writes his rhymes. It was weird. It was crazy. I wish I never saw it. I walked away. I hated it. Hammer, why? You were doing some great things. You were doing great with your religious thing. And then you had your sell gold for cash commercials, which I'm sure were just raking in the dough for you. So why? But why? Why? Oh, I know what. I think I get it. You are the pastor's ex-wife's ex-husband, aren't you? Has to be you, Hammer. Okay, I get it. So you need some extra money. This is the worst thing that I've ever seen. This is worse than Saw 3D. Oh yeah, it's worse than Saw 3D. Worse than, I don't know if it's worse than the pastor's ex-wife. I know it's worse than Brian Pumper. See, this is hard, y'all. Like, this is terrible. Like, this is absolutely like one of the worst things that has ever happened. Like, why is it that these terrible things keep happening? I think it's, I gotta blame it on somebody. I gotta blame it on 2010 itself. I don't know. But look, MC Hammer, let it go. This situation was so bad that I had to take a lot of time off and come back to y'all. I guess this all started because Jay-Z he said a line that about a million other rappers said. Like, a million other rappers have talked about Hammer blowing his money. But Jay-Z said something. So I guess it's more terrible than anything anyone ever could have said, because Jay-Z said it. So MC Hammer, of course, says, oh, I'm going to make a video, and it's going to be about... I mean, come on, man. I mean, Jay-Z responded to it on some radio show. Not sure if I'm even going to put his response up. But his response was like, hey, I didn't know it wasn't on the table for discussion. As a matter of fact, I said a lot of good things about MC Hammer in my book that I'm writing. Or whatever, his book, he said a lot of good things about MC Hammer. He says MC Hammer is going to be embarrassed that he even made that diss, but I'm not going to respond to the diss record. Atypical Jay-Z, if you ask me. I had a discussion with a buddy of mine from work. He was telling me how 50 Cent kind of aired out Jay-Z. Like, yeah, Jay-Z, he'll dish you on the slide. He won't say your name, but you will know he's talking about you. And this way, if you come back at him, you look like the bad guy, making Jay-Z a bitch. I'm trying not to swear because a lot of y'all are telling me to be more family friendly. But yeah, I mean, it's true. There's a lot of subliminal disses that Jay-Z throws out there. There's only been a couple that I can name that aren't subliminal, but they look like publicity stunts. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, this isn't about how I feel about Jay, because he is an amazing artist. Anyway, this MC Hammer, Jay-Z, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? MC Hammer, we're talking, you can't touch this. We're talking a guy who had a cartoon that was terrible. We're talking a guy who had balloon pants. We're talking somebody who, I think he had the Prince Hakeem ponytail. Like, I swear he did. Even in the cartoon. MC Hammer and Jay-Z? Y'all are lucky my phone's going off. Anyway. MC Hammer, Jay-Z. Is this like the most David and Goliath thing that y'all have ever heard of? And then like, it's this, oh my gosh, it's just so terrible with the accusations of devil worship and stuff like that. But I want to ask y'all this. Have y'all ever noticed that a real persuasive person, like a really smart person, when confronted with the truth about something, when asked about the truth, never really answers it? Somebody who's really good. Somebody's really good. If you ask them a question, they never answer it. Or the answer they give you is, it's not direct. It's never yes. It's never no. But it will be something indirect that will throw you off. You ever notice that? It's just stuff to watch for. Like when people are trying to take advantage of you too. Like if you ask them a direct question or you confront them with something, the lack of response to me is almost as bad as an actual full-on yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's worse than a yes. You know, that's like if you go to your girl and say, you know, are you cheating on me? And instead of saying no, she goes, why would you think that? Come on. That's, to me, that's a yes. If it was me getting asked that question, I'd be like, nah, hell nah. Why would you even ask me that question? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's answer it first without, don't defer from it. So, at any rate, I'll just leave y'all with that. Terrible, terrible taste in my mouth. Just thoughts about this is insane. And seeing this dude's tweets are insane. Holla at your boy. Words. I've got to get away. To get away. I've got to get away. Whoa. I've got to get away. To get away. I've got to get away. I remember November. It began with a call and the leaving of fall time. And no desire to rekindle the fire. She wanted a new song to sing. Our love had expired.
Well, dude, there you have it.